Something huge is happening right now in the very heart of Europe. You've got two neighbors, Germany and the Netherlands. Two economic giants, really, and they are speeding in completely opposite directions. And believe me, what's unfolding here isn't just a local news story. It could literally redefine the entire economic future of the continent.
So it all kind of boils down to this one number, 87.6. This is Germany's latest business sentiment index. Basically, it's a snapshot of how confident companies are about the future. And a number this low? Wow. It's not just a statistic. It's a massive red flag. It's a signal that something is seriously wrong with what we've always called Europe's economic engine.
And look, this isn't just media hype. These are the words of German industry leaders themselves. They're calling it the deepest crisis since World War II. But here's the crazy part. While Berlin is sounding every alarm bell, its smaller neighbor, the Netherlands, is quietly having one of its best years ever. So what on earth is going on?
To really get this, we have to start with Germany. For decades, right, they were the undisputed powerhouse of Europe, the engine that just pulled everyone else along. But now, well, you can hear that engine sputtering and stalling out.
And you gotta understand, this isn't just a sudden shock or a bad quarter. Nope, this is a slow, grinding decline. German industrial production, it's on track to fall for the fourth year in a row. We're talking about a really troubling pattern here, not just some temporary blip on the radar.
So what's behind all this? Well, the famous German model is getting bogged down. Its manufacturers are getting absolutely crushed by insane energy costs. Innovation is moving at a snail's pace, all tangled up in red tape. And meanwhile, the very lifeblood of its economy, those big manufacturing orders, they just keep drying up. It's a perfect storm of deep structural problems.
Okay, so now let's hop over the border to the Netherlands, because a completely different story is playing out. While Germany is stuck in the mud, the Dutch seem to have engineered a new blueprint for the modern economy. It's all about being nimble, adaptable, and just incredibly resilient.
And the difference is just, well, it's night and day. While Germany is basically flatlining, the Dutch economy is projected to grow by a really healthy 1.7% this year. Now, in today's global climate, that is fantastic. So, how are they pulling this off?
Well, it all comes down to a fundamentally different strategy. Germany is still banking heavily on that old-school, energy-guzzling heavy industry. The Netherlands, on the other hand, went all in on digitalization and building these hyper-efficient, super-resilient supply chains. They're not just playing the game better, they're playing a completely different game.
But here's what might be the real secret weapon: their domestic strength. The median net worth of a Dutch household is over 109,000 euros. All that widespread wealth creates this incredibly powerful and resilient consumer base, something Germany is really lacking right now. So even when global trade gets shaky, the Dutch economy has this powerful engine running from the inside.
So, when you put it all together, the 2025 verdict is pretty clear. We're not just looking at two countries with a slight performance gap. No, these are two completely different economic realities unfolding right next to each other.
I mean, just look at these numbers. Germany is expected to grow by a tiny 0.1%. They're basically at a standstill. The Netherlands? They're growing at 17 times that rate. The lesson here couldn't be clearer. In today's economy, being big doesn't matter nearly as much as being fast and adaptable. Germany's massive scale has almost become a weakness, while the Netherlands' agility is its greatest strength.
And this is where it gets really important for everyone, because this whole divergence isn't just about Germany and the Netherlands. It raises a massive, critical question for the entire Eurozone as we look to the future.
So what is Europe's next chapter going to look like? Is this nimble, resilient Dutch model the new blueprint for success? Or is the German giant, the traditional anchor of the entire Eurozone, now at risk of becoming a dead weight that pulls everyone down with it? The answer to that question? Well, it's going to have huge consequences for the whole world.